Today I want to talk about what I call the magic of 6. This works every time, every time. In fact, how many of you go to networking events and you might meet 10 or 15 interesting people? And be honest with me for a moment. How many of those 10 or 15 people ever send you an email or a note in the mail or make a phone call and say, hey, what a pleasure to meet you at the most recent chamber event? Did you get that often? And I'll bet you're telling me anywhere from 0 to maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 people, right? Okay, now conversely, you go to a networking event, you meet these 10 or 15 interesting people. How many of those people are you following up with? I mean, I'm sending an email or a note in the mail, or maybe you're making a phone call. I got it, I hear you. You're telling me, yeah, I don't follow up with everybody because, yeah, I don't really connect with everybody. But remember, the connection is never just between you and them, it's between you, them, and something else. So I want you to do this. I want you to increase your frequency of interaction. I really want you to follow up with people. Most people don't do this. Now, it's going back to one of my videos where I talked about a toaster, so you got to watch that one too. But here's how it works. When you meet somebody, and by the way, here's the premise. The premise is that if you can get up to 6 interactions with anyone, it is likely you will have a good beginning for a relationship that never ends. Let me say that one more time. If you can get up to 6 interactions with anybody, it is likely you will have the beginning for a relationship that never ends. And here's how you get up to 6 interactions. First time you meet anybody, your first interaction. No brainer. Within 24 hours or less, from the time you got home or from the time you met these people, I want you to send an email or put a note in the mail, but typically go with the email and tell people how much you enjoyed meeting them. I want you to send that out within 24 hours or less. You see, what's going to happen is you're going to be one of the very few following up with anybody. You're going to get their attention. That's the beginning process for making connection. Then if you think you've got something in common, I want you to call them within 72 hours or less. The faster, the better. And just say, hey, look, what a pleasure to meet you. It sounds like we can help one another. Maybe we should get together, go to a Starbucks, go to a restaurant, go to a bar, do anything. But let's get together, see what we can do to help each other. I want you to do that within 72 hours or less. Then I want you to meet these people within 7 days or less. So I meet you, that's my first interaction. I send you an email, that's my second, within 24 hours or less. Then what I want you to do is jump on the phone within 72 hours or less. I want you to call these people. I want you to set the appointment if it's valid, and you should get together. And then when you meet them, you're up to your what? You're right, the 4th interaction. And what do you think I'm going to suggest you do 24 hours or less after you just met them on that appointment? That's right, you're going to follow up. You're going to tell them how much you enjoyed, and then you're going to summarize it, and you're going to take whatever action steps you're taking next. You see, I got you up to 5 interactions. I promise you this, you get up to 6 interactions with anyone, it is likely you have a good beginning for a relationship that never ends. But I know what you're thinking. You say, Ron, you're talking about the magic of 6. You only got me up to 5 interactions. Well, that's right. You're going to have to figure out the 6th one on your own. But I'll give you some suggestions. Go to another chamber meeting the next month, you see, or send out a monthly newsletter, or give them a call in a couple of weeks. That'll be your 6th. If you don't follow up with anybody, it'll take, and you go to a monthly meeting, it's going to take you 6 months to get to that level. And in fact, we can get it done in 6 days or 6 weeks. The bottom line is, don't just go out and not follow up with people you're meeting. Don't just go after the sale. Go after the relationship.